Good day everyone. Today we are going to solve some NCERT book questions of class 9th chapter 3 Atoms and Molecules. Question number 1 is in a reaction 5.3 gram of sodium carbonate reacted with 6 gram of ethanoic acid. The products were 2.2 gram of carbon dioxide, 0.9 gram water and 8.2 gram of sodium ethanoate. Show that these observations are in agreement with the law of conservation of mass. Here the word equation we can write sodium carbonate plus ethanoic acid gives sodium ethanoate plus carbon dioxide plus water. This is the word equation. All that we have to do in this problem is to calculate the mass of reactant and product separately and then compare the two. If the two masses are equal, then the law of conservation of mass gets verified. The given reaction can be written as sodium carbonate plus ethanoic acid gives sodium ethanoate plus carbon dioxide plus water. Now here what is given in the question that we will write step by step. Mass of sodium carbonate is 5.3 gram. That is given in the question. Mass of ethanoic acid is also given 6 gram in the question. Then mass of sodium ethanoate is given 8.2 gram in the question. Then mass of carbon dioxide is given 2.2 gram and mass of water is also given 0.9 gram. Now first we will calculate the mass of reactant, or we can say total mass before the reaction is equals to 5.3 gram mass of sodium carbonate and mass of sodium carbonate and mass of ethanoic acid. So it will be 5.3 plus 6 gram is equals to 11.3 gram. Then we will calculate the total mass after the reaction, or we can say the total mass of product. That will be mass of sodium ethanoate, then mass of carbon dioxide and mass of water. It means 8.2 plus 2.2 plus 0.9 gram. That is also 11.3 gram. Therefore, total mass before the reaction is equals to the total mass after the reaction. Hence, given observation are in agreement with the law of conservation of mass. Now, next question is on page number 33. Question number 2. Hydrogen and oxygen combine in the ratio of 1:8 by mass to form water. What mass of oxygen gas would be required to react completely with 3 gram of hydrogen gas? Here it is given that the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen by mass of water by mass to form water is 1:8. So with the 3 gram of oxygen, then the mass of oxygen gas required to react completely with 1 gram is 8 gram. 1:8 means 1 gram hydrogen and oxygen ratio is 1:8. So here we can write like this: hydrogen and oxygen ratio is 1:8. It means 1 gram hydrogen will react with 8 gram of oxygen. Here it is saying 3 gram of hydrogen. It means oxygen should be 8 multiplied by 3. It means it should be 24 gram. Therefore, the mass of the oxygen gas required to react completely with 3 gram of hydrogen gas is 8 multiplied 3 is equals to 24 gram. Question number 3 is, which postulate of Dalton's atomic theory is the result of the law of conservation of mass? So here the postulate of Dalton's atomic theory, which is a result of law of conservation of mass, is atoms are indivisible particles which can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Because in the law of conservation of mass, they are also stated that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. So this postulate of Dalton's atomic theory resembles with the law of conservation of mass. Question number 4 on page number 33 is, which postulate of Dalton's atomic theory can explain the law of definite proportion? Dalton's atomic theory with the law of definite proportion. So here the postulate of Dalton's atomic theory which can explain the law of definite proportion is the relative number and kind of atoms in a given compound remains constant. It means always they are in a definite proportion. So this postulate resembles with the law of definite proportion. Here one more NCERT exemplar question I have included in this video for your conceptual knowledge. The question is, what is SI prefix for each of the following multiples and submultiples of a unit? 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 6, 10 to the power minus 9 and 10 to the power minus 12. So 10 to the power 3 resembles with the kilo. Whenever somewhere it is 10 to the power 3, that we are saying kilo. 10 to the power minus 1 we are using that prefix deci. 10 to the power minus 2 we are using centi, likewise centimeter. And 10 to the power minus 6 we are using micrometer. 10 to the power minus 9 is we are using the prefix nano. And 10 to the power minus 12 we are using the prefix pico. That is the basic conceptual units that are useful both in the science and maths. Here two sample problems also I have included for you for your practice. So first sample problem is, calcium carbonate decomposes on heating to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. When 10 gram of calcium carbonate is decomposed completely, then 5.6 gram of calcium oxide is formed. Calculate the mass of carbon dioxide form. Which law of chemical combination will you use in solving this problem? Next sample problem 2 is, if 100 gram of pure water taken from different sources is decomposed by passing electricity, 11 gram of hydrogen and 89 gram of oxygen are always obtained. Which chemical law is illustrated by this statement? So these two sample problems are for your practice, just to do the practice. So students, these were some of the NCERT book question, NCERT exemplar question and sample problems for your practice based on the topic laws of chemical combination. I hope this video will be beneficial for you. Share the video with your classmates and friends and also subscribe the YouTube channel NCERT Science Mantra. Thanks for watching the video.